Welcome to the 2020 season premiere of the Catamount Football Show with Coach Matt Land. I'm Bill Mayo, and this week we'll take a look back at the Calhoun game and also talk about the upcoming contest with the Ridgeland Panthers. So stay right here, back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr., the owner here at Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist. Welcome to our brand new facility. Here at Transformers, we specialize in all automatic and manual foreign and domestic transmissions, not to mention brakes, AC tune-ups, and much, much more. Come on in and relax in our lounge while our technicians take care of your automotive needs. Here at Transformers Transmission, we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and I guarantee we can make it go.
Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership. New vehicles come with my exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. I will do whatever it takes to earn your business. Ford of Dalton, there's no reason to shop anywhere else.
Thank you to all of our customers and clients over the years.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's been guiding the Dalton-Whitfield community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Hi, I'm Mitch Sanford, President of First Bank of Dalton. During these challenging times filled with uncertainties, there's one thing that is still certain, and that is your bankers at First Bank of Dalton are still here to meet with you, take your call, and assist you with all of your financial needs. We have served our community for over 20 years, and we are still making local decisions and providing exceptional service, even if that looks a bit different today. At First Bank of Dalton, we are still putting you first.
We're back to the Catamount Football Show. Coach Land, let's talk a little bit, but before we talk a little bit about the Calhoun game, talk a little bit about the uniqueness of getting everything ready, the team ready, of what we've been through up until this point.
Well, you know, it was very, well, I don't know that I've ever had a year that I could even draw a parallel to. You know, there was so many firsts, there were so many situations that were beyond our control, and I tell you, to me, looking back into these last 4 or 5 months, it really takes you back to all the things you've taught kids over the years, and you say to yourself, do you really believe those things or not? Because, perfect example, are you going to worry about the things you can't control, or are you going to worry about the things you can control? You know, and so our kids did outstanding. I mean, we had, God, I bet we had hundreds, literally hundreds of Zoom meetings with the kids coming through the spring when we had no contact with them outside of just, you know, texting or obviously through the computer, through Zooming. Our coaches did an outstanding job. We had weekly team meetings, we had positional meetings, we had unit meetings, and then we got into July, into June, and we were able to get together on June 8th. And it was like kids at a candy store. First time we were able to really get together, but that was coaches too. Everybody was just glad to see each other, but there were conditions. We couldn't have a ball. We couldn't have, all these different things. We could only have groups of 20. But, coming through all of that, I think it's made us a better team from the standpoint of it was adversity. And just like this week or any other week, you're going to face adversity. And so how do you respond to it? So I thought our kids did an outstanding job. The coach did an outstanding job. We knew kind of coming in this year that we were going to be a young team. And so really took care of a lot of mental stuff. Now it's just getting that physicality, and I think what you saw Friday night and what you're going to see on Saturday out of colleges, what you're going to see on Sunday out of the pros. Right now, there's just not a lot of great football that's going to be played until you get the physicality caught up with the mental.
Well, and there's still issues of uncertainty to deal with. We just saw, Friday morning, there were 3 games canceled on Friday morning.
That's right.
Because one team or another came down, had an outbreak and had to be quarantined. So you never know. It's going to be
absolutely
a minute by minute thing. And I think one of the other things that we've talked a lot about is we've got to have multiple players ready and available to play because we don't know.
Yep. Yeah, this year, and you make a great point. This year we'll have the lowest amount of depth we've probably had in the 10 years I've been a head coach. But we will play more people this year, potentially, because of COVID, and it's not even because of COVID, because of quarantining, because of the rules that are out there right now by the health department, by our local school system.
And just being ready if it happens.
That's right. So we have got to have 2 to 3 people ready at every position. And when you don't really have that number there, that's where as coaches, you got to get creative.
Right.
So if you lose, a quarterback, All right, so who becomes your quarterback? Is it the second, or is there another guy that's your better guy? You lose a linebacker and a defensive lineman. Do you go down to a 3-man front instead of a 4-man front? I mean, there are so many questions, and for lack of a better phrase, so many uncertainties that we're trying to prepare for that you sometimes lose focus or lose sight on kind of the here and now. But what we know is right now it's a 2-game season. Right. And next week we hope it's a 3-game season. And that's how we're preparing, that's how we're playing. And to our kids' credit, they have been resilient in such uncertainty with that. And they just show up and work hard.
Let's talk about the game real quick.
Sure.
Calhoun, really good program.
Absolutely.
Tough opening game to start with for us. You know, obviously didn't go the way we wanted it to.
Well, I don't know that anything surprised us other than maybe the score. I mean, we knew coming into this, we've said it last year, we were going to be a young team this year, and we played like a young team. Even our veterans played like a young team. And so that's just a reality. And you don't have to like it. It happens every year to every kind of team that's out there, college and pro. You come into the season and you got to get experience. And we knew coming into this season, we knew the importance of spring practice. We talked about that, how important it was going to be to really find out who we were and begin to establish an identity. And then, of course, having all the different camps and things that we do through the summer. And these kids didn't get that. Right. So they're for being such a young team, they're having to learn on the job. And my hat's off to them. The other night, we did not see, the great thing about this team, we saw no effort issues. These kids played hard, they worked hard. We kept them in as competitive situations as we could, but we have limitations, and we saw some of those limitations. When you play a good team like this team, those limitations are going to be exposed. But that gives us something to work on now.
I think by my count, on offense, the guys that started the game, we had, if you want to say Ashton was a starter, which he started one game last year.
I mean,
we had either 9 or 10 brand new starters.
Well, really, your only return of starters was Kareem, who was an every down player. And then, I mean, if you want to give Ashton that, you can. And then on defense, we had 3, 4 if you count one of our guys that's now starting at another position. Then he's an inside player. Mauricio started outside, and he's inside now. So like I said, it's a season anew. Right. But there's no excuses to be made.
No.
There's no excuse for jumping off sides. No. There's no excuse for missed tackles. There's no excuse for missed blocking.
That's right.
But you do have to look at the people that did that and look at them and say, who are those people and how do we help them? And that's the reason why, there's a Catamount way of doing things, and it centers around, are we helping that young man be the best player that he can be? And so what we've got to do is continue to evaluate that film, and if it's more tackling, then we've got to do more tackling. If it's more blocking, it's more blocking. But you don't move to schemes. You don't draw plays in the dirt to find it's a blocking and tackling game, and you got to be good at that. And right now, we're going to be doing that every day. We've done it every day. We're going to keep doing it every day until they get it right. And it's probably going to be years before they get it right because we've been doing this for 10 years. So at the end of the day, we just got to be a better blocking team and be a better tackling team. And I know we had the right guys step up Friday night. And I was so encouraged when we left there. We had 5 to 6 to 7 guys step up that have not been stepping up. That's not been vocal leaders. But they were on the mark, and they stepped up. And we're going to give them the platform and let them lead.
All right. Very good. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Kaler Industrial Sales After Hours Service, this is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work.
I'm go.
Good hit, Aiden, good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Calhoun Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show. We've got our coaches interview segment. We've got Coach Jim Bennett. Coach, you've been on the show a bunch of times, and I've interviewed you a bunch of times, but I got a new question for you.
Okay.
So tell me, how is it being a soccer granddad?
It's different.
You hear about soccer moms and
it's different. I don't know a whole lot about soccer other than goal, and other than that, they run up down the field and they get tired. So that's about all I know.
And you have fun watching them.
I have fun watching them. Usually the younger two sit in the truck with me and they wrestle and bounce around, and I try to keep my eye on the ball on them at the same time.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about football. So back with the defensive line guys this year, and certainly a different challenge. Maybe we've had some bigger guys in the past, and now we're dealing with some smaller linemen on both sides of the ball. Talk about that a little bit and what you do to help those guys and compensate for the size.
Because of our size, we're slanting a lot, trying to take advantage of our quickness, and trying to keep those guys on the move. We're not able to muscle up with anybody right now. So by putting them on the move and using our slant techniques, working the tendencies of the other teams, scouting comes in big, but just letting those guys do what they can do.
Right. And kind of a scheme change. We've always been based as a 4-4, 4-2, whatever you want to call it. But this year you guys have shifted, and you've had different packages over the time, but now you've shifted to a three-man front. Talk about that change a little bit, and what does that bring to the table?
We're primarily a three-man front. Like you said, we've had a three-man package for the last several years. With a three-man front, we've got more linebacker, defensive back kind of guys right now, so it gets more speed on the field. But then now you've got one less lineman, so there's some natural running lanes or natural gaps that we have to compensate for, and the inside linebackers are going to be a lot more active.
I think we've seen, I know from the offensive side of the ball over the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of teams moving to the 3-4. And one of the things it seems to do a little better than a four-man front is give you opportunities to bring a lot of different people from different directions. And you guys have blitzes coming out the wazoo from everywhere.
Well, everybody's running into the same problem now. The number of linemen that you have, y'all are facing it on offense, and we're facing it on defense. So with a three-man front, you have to have one less big guy. And it does allow you to bring pressure from your inside backers, from your outside backers. We can bring a safety if we need to. We can bring a corner from the short side of the field. Normally, even though you've only got three down linemen, you're bringing a fourth guy from somewhere. So, it's the offense's job to figure out where that fourth guy's coming from.
So, moving to a new region this year. So, we've got a whole slate of teams we haven't played. We kind of gotten used to the Creekview, Sequoias, Harrison, that crowd. Now we've got a whole new squad of teams we're facing. Talk about game planning and what that does to you guys when you're getting ready to play all these new teams now.
Well, I haven't been in that same region for several years, and the way we scout them defensively, if there hadn't been any coaching changes or any changes in coordinator position, then we've got a file on everybody, and you can go back and look at tendencies and things they've done in the past and compare, and it helps you get ready. These guys that we're playing now, gosh, we hadn't played Rome in 4 or 5 years, and the same thing with the Paulding schools and Carrollton. So
it's been 20 years since we were probably in region with Carrollton, hasn't it?
Yes. Well, let's see. Maybe Ethan's freshman year.
Yeah.
So that's about 15 years.
Yeah.
And there's been coaching changes since then. So it's kind of like you're starting over, building that database and looking at their tendencies and, take, for example, Creekview, which we played several years in a row, and Harrison too. We had a good foundation to know what to expect because they were solid and didn't have any coaching changes. So now we've got to start that process all over again and start rebuilding that. And so there's a learning curve.
Yeah. So looking at the schedule, it's been kind of a strange season getting ready.
Right.
We've got a game this week with Ridgeland and then 2 weeks off. So what are you looking for as far as development of your guys and the defense from Ridgeland and then through those 2 open weeks to the next game?
Well, the old coaching adage is you improve more from week 1 to week 2 than you do any other time of the season. So we're hoping that we see a lot of improvement going into the Ridgeland game, and then we build on that during those 2 weeks. We've got some young kids that are going to have to step up and play defensively, and I know y'all are doing the same thing on offense. So you hope, again, you see improvement in week 2, and then you build on that during those 2 open weeks.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. Appreciate everything you do for Catamount Football. Stay right here. Back with more in just a minute.
Thank you.
Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest. As open signs flicker on, as streets begin to fill, it is the hands underneath the gloves and the faces behind the masks that will see us through. We are all in this together, and we will overcome.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
We're back to the Catamount Football Show. We've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Fuller Vineyard, senior, number 4, DB.
My name is Parker Adams. I'm a senior. I'm number 11, and I play free safety.
All right, Fuller, let's start with you. So talk to me about this. Has been a strange year, 2020. You guys were out of school last March, didn't go back until just the other day. Tell me about getting ready for the football season through everything that we were dealing with this summer and last spring.
It was very different from previous times because normally, we'd have most of the summer and the end of our school got cut off. So, like the end of March, May, we didn't really get to work out in the workout room. So, but it was very different, very different.
So, were you glad to get back to school and back to the team and see your friends? I mean, what did that mean to you, being able to do that?
Yeah, it was. Well, it was kind of most of the friends I hang out with on the football team anyway. So, we'd always since we were off the last 2 months, we'd just get together. We run 7-on-7s and we'd just play. And then it was I was glad to get back in the weight room. Yeah. In June, the starting of June, I was glad to get back in the weight room.
So you're playing on the varsity this year. So yes, talk about the transition from being a junior varsity player to a varsity player.
That was hard. I was nervous the first few plays, but it's very different because I feel like JV, it's more calm. It's not more fast paced.
The hype and the speed of the game and all that. It's hard to replicate that any other way than actually playing,
yes,
right?
Sir,
and I think that's one of the things we missed by not having the 2 scrimmages.
Yes,
you guys, I call it angry snaps. You hadn't played any angry snaps against anybody, but us in practice against the offense, right? And it's just a different thing when you're doing that.
Yeah, it's very different. So, I guess.
So tell me about this is your senior year.
Yes, sir.
Goals for yourself and goals for the team this year.
Goals for myself, not really much. I mean, personal goals. I'm just trying to, keep my grades up and just make it in college. And then that's basically for me. The team. I hope we win. Yeah. We win out, get state championship. So.
Absolutely. All right, Parker, thank you for coming on. Parker, let's talk to you. So now this is a little different role for you. This is your 3rd year.
Yes, sir.
As a starter, right?
Yes, sir.
So talk about the responsibilities that carries with it for you and kind of how you see your role on the team.
Really being a 3-year starter, it's just your expectations each year get increased. So like coming as a sophomore, people have expectations for you, but there's nothing like set in stone because you're just a sophomore that nobody really knows about. And then going into your junior year, you're a returning starter, people have higher expectations, and then it's just increased even more as a senior. And so it's really just about doing your job and making sure everybody else does their job. Because being a 3-year starter, like you kind of know how things go. You've been here for a while, so you should have everything under control.
Describe the role of a free safety. What is your job in our defense?
I always call it like the quarterback of the defense, especially the secondary. So like, I got to make sure my corner knows the same thing as I do, like what coverage we're in. Like I got to know what everybody is in. I got to make sure everybody knows across the board from sideline to sideline that we're in the same coverage, we're all on the same page. So it's basically like quarterback.
Yeah.
Got to make sure everybody's in the right place at the right time.
I'll ask you the same question I asked Fuller. Tell me about preparing for the season and kind of how it's been dealing with all the shutdowns and the things that we dealt with.
Like Fuller said, it's a lot different. It was a lot different. Like going and working out for like 45 minutes some days, we'd only get like a 45-minute workout in compared to like previous years. We're like in there for 2 hours and we're out in the field conditioning. And so it's just like a lot was taken away and we got what we could, but it was just a lot different, a lot more difficult to get the same type of, like, I guess the same type of productivity as we were in the past years because the time was limited, the space was limited. Like we had to be in so much different places at once, so it was just a lot different.
I know the outcome of the game Friday certainly wasn't what we wanted, but how was it running out on Harmon Field as a senior and doing senior night?
It's emotional because it's like, dang, it's the last first game. Like, I'm not getting this one back. So I don't know. As a senior, you just kind of leave it all out there, and you got to know that's your last chance.
Yeah,
how was it for you?
It hit on the spot. Like it hits you when you're out there. Like you start thinking you're actually a senior. You know?
Yeah, it goes fast, doesn't it?
It does.
Definitely.
If somebody told you that when you were a freshman, you'd have never believed them, would you?
I remember my first snap a sophomore year. It felt like yesterday.
All right, guys, thanks for coming on. Look forward to watching you play the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
So right here, back with more Catamount football after these messages.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
My name is Kelsey Harmon, and this is the Chick-fil-A Cow, and Chick-fil-A Dalton is excited to announce that we will be teaming up with the Dalton High Quarterback Club again this season. We will be providing fans with the awesome tailgate experience starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and visit our tent for dinner before the game. As always, Chick-fil-A reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red.
We're back at the Catamount Football Show. We've got our second session of player interviews. Guys, welcome to the show. Introduce yourselves, please.
Ashton Blackwell, a junior, quarterback, number 2.
I'm Charlie Patrick. I'm also a junior. I'm right tackle, number 72.
All right, Charlie, let's start with you. So, first year as a starter playing in varsity games. Tell me how that was for you Friday night. How was it different than your previous experience?
I was a little nervous at first, but I started getting used to it. I started through the game feeling better and more confident.
What were the biggest differences you've seen from playing last year, playing a lot of JV games, to playing in a varsity game?
I got more reps, definitely, and competition's a lot harder.
How about the speed of the game?
It's a lot faster.
Yeah,
the speed.
You're a very smart young man and take a real mental approach to the game. Talk about what that does for you as a player, how that helps you to get ready to play, and when we're in the midst of a practice or a game?
Well, I know what I have to do, and I know what the guy beside me has to do, and I have to tell like what everyone has to do on the line.
We've
and
kind of
let them
put you
know.
in charge of communicating the front or whatever we're talking about, and that's a big responsibility. What's kind of helped you learn to get there?
Just knowing the plays, knowing what everyone has to do.
Talk about playing offensive line, and you know you've been there, I guess, your entire life, really. And what do you see with that group of guys and that relationship with the linemen?
Well, I think we all like to eat. We all like to hang out. Have fun
I think
together.
that's universal with the linemen, is they all like to eat.
Yeah.
Right? How about the communication it takes to play up front and
we have to be vocal.
Effective? Yeah.
We have to be vocal and talk to each other and know what we can do for each other.
I asked the other guys this. I want to talk to y'all about this. Tell me about kind of returning to school, dealing with the whole 2020 thing that we've had going on, getting ready for a football season, all the things you guys had to deal with the last several months.
Well, it's hard. It was hard to return to school because we've been used to summer and not doing schoolwork, and so now we have to wake up early again and get back into the groove of things.
All right. Was it good getting back into the building, seeing your friends, seeing
Yes.
the people that you had? I mean, I know you've got friends on the team you've seen, but seeing the other kids that you're used to being around.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Absolutely.
For a good first week.
All right. Thanks for coming on the show. We look forward to watching you go the rest of the year. All right, Ashton, let's talk to you. So, quarterback, big responsibility. Talk about the leadership approach to that position. Not so much the physical part, but what do you do mentally?
I mean, kind of like Charlie said, you got to know what everybody got. You got to know what the receiver's running. You got to know the lines blocking schemes. You got to know what the running back has. Just knowing what everybody got around you, letting them know what they got.
Now, I hear Coach Long in your ear all the time. He's a quarterback coach. Give us a little insight into what you guys are talking about, whether he's watching film with you or when you're at practice or even in the game.
It's just the reads, like every play is like a different read. So it's like you just gotta focus in and pay attention and film and watch and listen to what he's saying. So you know, like when it come game time and when it's actual like fast pace, you know what's really going on.
Now, last year you got thrown into the mix because of a injury to Landon Allen, our quarterback at the time, and then unfortunately you turned around and got hurt right after that. But how was your approach coming into this season, knowing that you're going to be the starting quarterback? What kind of things have you done differently? What approach have you taken to this year?
I mean, I would say I definitely took it more serious this year, like in the weight room, and during practices I took it more serious also.
Yeah. What do you think the biggest component of our offense is right now? You think about the things we're doing. What's the part that excites you the most? What do you like?
I just like running the veer, just reading it, like giving it to Maurice, the power back, or keeping it, pitching it to Warner, Luke, or Journey, Kareem.
Now you like throwing it downfield to 5 too, though, right?
Definitely.
He's a pretty good receiver, right? Well, good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Look forward to big things out of y'all the rest of the season. Stay right here, back with more Catamount Football after these messages.
Buy from the pros who know at Proformance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Proformance Sports Academy. ProformanceSportsAcademy.com.
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you. So that you can make the right choice for your home, at Carpet Express we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express, we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock 1 or 2 products. At Carpet Express, we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express where we care about you.
Got the captain strolling out for the coin toss. Just a little change in that. Normally all 4 go out, right?
That's right.
And this year they just allowed.
That's right.
They're only allowing 1 captain from each team to come out.
Yeah, and of course our banner there was a little bit, little extra duct tape on it.
Yeah, that might have been an indication.
That's right.
Where we were headed. Good kickoff.
Yeah, it's exciting to have another good kicker back again this year, I mean. Great job right here by Fuller Vineyard. Fuller was a new starter for us out there on the corner. He did a great job of sitting back there. Key first down right here. We really needed to get off the field right here, but they were able to throw a quick little flat route. Got the ball out there. And this right here, you know, just they caught us over pursuing. A couple of missed tackles right there and in the end zone. Good job right here by David Garcia. Great story that we'll talk about a little later on there, but good job.
Good quick pass to begin the game. Out to Karim. 5-6 yard gain. This, just a miscommunication.
Yeah.
Between quarterback and new receivers. He calls an audible and they didn't catch it.
Yep.
And this guy was the highlight of the game right here.
No doubt. No doubt.
He can run.
No doubt. Did a great job. And then a good solid snap out of Josue Lopez. A good kick by J.J. Robledo, who's taking over all of our duties. Right here, just a couple of, you know, we'd like to make that first tackle, but a good job right there getting him down. Good job by Coy Gray. Coy had a solid game the other night. He's a senior starter for us on defensive line. Love seeing the energy out of these guys. Good job right there. Good job right there by Bryson Benton setting the corner right there. Come back, throw a little quick screen out here, and we break down on it. If we would have just came on up, made that tackle, they'd run a little double pass and just took advantage of us right there. But once again, a good play call. We just got to learn to read our keys there a little bit better. Once again, you said it. And this right here was a horse collar. They called us back and told us what we were arguing here. It is a horse collar. The technicality of the rule is that he did let go before he hit the ground, but the intent of the rule is not to get hurt. And so obviously they wanted to change that collar, but you can't do that after the game.
Yeah, that's a dangerous tackle.
Absolutely it is.
Running the veer.
Good play right here by Parker Adams, one of our senior leaders who was on our player thing. And good job right here turning the ball over. And then, of course, our offense comes in and does exactly what you need to do, which you want to score off of a turnover.
Absolutely. Good job by the defense of getting good field position.
Good job right here by our defensive line, getting some pressure, not letting the quarterback throw off his front foot, making him throw off that back foot. And then once again, just a good job right there. Love our guys getting in there.
Comes the veer again. Just got to keep running it and keep running it. Got all brand new starters up front, and I think we played a total of 9 offensive linemen the other night during the game, looking for the right combination of guys, and a little trap read right here. It's a great job by Ashton of reading that.
Love seeing the energy he brings to the game, and love seeing those guys get downfield and excited.
Got to work on the celebrations a little bit.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's
right.
okay. Good job. And once again, Pepe Lara is doing our extra points. Good job right here, turning it back in, but we just didn't get anything coming from the backside. Good job setting the corner, but we got to get to that and flow to it. They did a good job the other night cutting off our linebackers. Right here you see an example of it. Right here we got to run through that block and make that tackle, though. Got to run through that. It really took advantage of us being soft in our corners the other night. Good job there by Brady Penley coming up, he and Kayla Hernandez, but they pick up a key first down there and then come back and go to their heavy quarterback set and score on us.
On power read for now. Yeah,
and this is going to be fun to watch this guy right here. He has got as Coach Napier used to say, he can make the grass sing.
Absolutely.
He can run, buddy. And a good job by our return team the other night picking off some of their key guys.
He'll break one before the year's over.
Yep.
Good throw and catch, and just a great run after the catch by Luke right there.
Yep, no doubt.
And that was an audible by Ashton. We had a running play called, and he looked out there and saw it and checked out of it and did a good job. This is another guy that's going to be a good playmaker, Kareem.
Yeah, he is. Kareem's going to be a good one.
Yeah. We just couldn't finish enough drives.
Well, we had a 3rd and 1 there, and then jumped off sides, made it 3rd and 6. We were unable to get the first down, and we wound up losing it on downs right there. Good job stuffing up the middle right there out of Coy Gray. We get good pressure right here, but then we just miss outside. We got to get up on that guy, and of course he hurts us right here and burns us. Making the game 28-7 at this point. Good job right there, getting what he could. Heartbreaker right here.
Yep, got to hang on the football.
Yeah. And I think when we back looked at it, it looks like our own man knocks it out on him.
Yeah.
Defense gets thrust right back onto the field. We were trying to get off the field, obviously, and wound up giving them the ball right back. And then come right here, and we just cover the wrong man. Leave the right man open.
Good run by Maurice right there. Good catch by Kareem.
Yeah, and this right here, another thing of just showing how young we are. Should have run and got out of bounds right there.
This is right at the end of the half.
Yeah, I was a little upset about that, but you know he's young. I mean he's old, but he hadn't played really much, so we had to. But something, it was a learning moment.
Trying to throw it deep right here, just the last play of the half, and they end up having about 8 people back. And
Yep.
Corral Ashton.
So we go in at the half, 34-7, and try to figure out some of the things that we had to make some changes in.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr., the owner here at Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist. Welcome to our brand new facility. Here at Transformers, we specialize in all automatic and manual foreign and domestic transmissions, not to mention brakes, AC tune-ups, and much, much more. Come on in and relax in our lounge while our technicians take care of your automotive needs. Here at Transformers Transmission, we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and I guarantee we can make it go.
Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership. New vehicles come with my exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. I will do whatever it takes to earn your business. Ford of Dalton, there's no reason to shop anywhere else.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts are escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently for me. Silently for me.
Why should you make the switch to First Bank of Dalton?
My bank gives back to our community.
My bank understands our changing needs.
My bank made my dream home my home.
My bank has the tools I need to manage my business.
My bank helps me save.
My bank makes decisions locally.
Need more reasons? Stop by and see why First Bank of Dalton should be your bank for life.
Come back with the second half kickoff.
And I give it to them. They kicked to him every time.
They sure did.
He had 173 yards in return yards. Great spin move right there.
Good spin move.
Good pin right there to the inside. Once again, just a good job right there. Of course, the kicker tackled him. So again, though, good block right here. Got to get our guys to stop looking back, though. Get down the field. Get down the field and make plays. Look for somebody to block.
Good read by Ashton here.
Yep, good read.
Pulls it and keeps it.
But we pick up one first down, but don't pick up the second one. So wind up having to punt. Good job right here getting the ball down the field. So they come back and run a little, just a little speed sweep pass. Good job right here, turning it in. Dylan Center had a solid game the other night. You see him, Mauricio, working outside, but we're just not holding on. That should have been a 5-yard loss right there, but we're going to get better at that. Our guys were working hard on it today. Once again, a good tackle right there by Coy Gray. Love seeing Coy step up. Got a great opportunity this year. This is indicative of how your night goes when you get a ball dropped right in front of you and you can't even get the fumble. But anyhow, we can get them 3 and out, which is what we wanted. And, once again, get a good play right here out of Warner Ross. Warner's going to be a fun one to really watch. He's a warrior. I mean, he'll play 4 or 5 different positions for us. Good job right here. And, man, just great. Just a great play call, great execution, and it just hits us right in the hands.
He'll catch a lot of football, though.
He will. He will. Once again, first big game.
That's right. Couldn't capitalize on that field position. That was tough.
Yep. Good job right there. A.J. Hernandez, young corner, a corner that has started a couple of years for us, and this is another year for him to step up and be a leader. We're looking for some things out of him. Big booming kick right here, which is he's not really known for. But once again, just a great job right here by number 19, Luke Blanchard, getting off and just getting what he can.
It's amazing that he got the corner.
Yeah, it is.
On that play.
That's a big hit right there. I was a little worried on that right there. But he stuck through it. Takes the hit right here, runs out of it. Good job of our guys staying with the block. I like how we don't peel back, though, right there. That's because that right there would wind up being a penalty. But a good job right there by our guys getting down the field and getting in front of it. Good job by our ball boys, too. I should say that. And our managers, they did a great job. Water boys, good job this week. Love seeing a guy direct traffic like that. Kind of good leadership. Good job right here by Maurice. This is what we got to have out of Maurice.
Absolutely.
Maurice has got to play like he weighs 207 pounds because he does.
He's very capable.
He is. He is. Good job of Journey Boston holding up right there on that end and not making that block.
Good protection by the line on that pass.
Yep, good protection and a good route right here by number 5, Kareem Page. I like the way I think Kareem does a good job. I think Ashton does a good job of standing tall in the pocket and delivering the ball. Good job by our line right there. And just a good quick call right there, good read. Good job by number 5. Good job.
Threw it right where the blitzer came from.
That's right.
That's exactly what you want him to do.
That's exactly right. That's what you want. Once again, good solid extra point right there. Gets it up quick. So 34-14 into the third quarter.
That was our last offensive play.
It was. That's right. We had literally a drive that took over the entire fourth quarter, just about. Good job by our defense, just bending but not breaking right here. But then right here, you just good penetration. David Garcia, good penetration right there by Mauricio. Blitzing A gap. Good job by Coy Gray. Just overall, just a good job, but he gets the fall and the lean right here. So 41-14, and sort of that's the way it's at. And this one right here, this is one where we.
You got it, I take it kind of situation.
Yeah, you got it, I take it, just like you see on Major League Baseball. Yeah. And it's one of those things, they each thought the other one was going to get it. So once again, that's a young mistake. You just can't have those and beat good teams. So they come out, just run some inside zone on us right here, And Brandon Arredondo, great kid you're going to see some stuff out of this year, makes that last tackle for us.
And in case you're wondering, there is, with the COVID stuff, there's no post-game handshakes, there's no post-game huddles. Just, that's it.
That's right. Yeah,
Which is very unusual.
It's very, and I don't like it. I'll be honest with you. We should go over and at least be telling those guys, good job. But they told us before the game they did not want us to do that. Just coaches would come out and extend hands.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest. As open signs flicker on, as streets begin to fill, it is the hands underneath the gloves and the faces behind the masks that will see us through. We are all in this together, and we will overcome.
Back to the show, Coach. Let's talk a little bit about the Ridgeland Panthers. We'll be making the trip up 75 and out
That's
Highway 2.
That's right.
Friday night to play those guys. Talk about their team a little bit.
Well, they're an older team. Certainly, they've got some mileage for a couple of their players that they'll depend on. They're very big up front, offensive line, defensive line. They're very big up front. They're very quick in their secondary. In their skill position. So really it's the same Ridgeland team that we've seen in the past. Coach Klein.
Von Bell.
Fortunately Von Bell's not going to be back. That's right. And that fullback, forgot his name, that went to Georgia Southern. But, at the end of the day, Coach Klein has done he's just done an outstanding job with them, and he'll have them prepared. They'll be well coached. They have a new offensive coordinator this year, but their offense is fairly similar. They're a wing T-based team, but they try to be more spread and do the things that you do out of spread offense, but still have some of their fundamentals in those wing T plays. So, like I said, we've got to be prepared to have to spread out and play athletes, but then when they pack it down, really be able to get in there and play with them because, like I said, they got a lot of size up front, and they always do, so that doesn't surprise us.
Right. For us, defensively, it's kind of a rarity nowadays that they're a four-man front, and they're a true four-man front team. We don't see very many of those at all.
Not even in practice no more.
No, not even practice anymore. Got to dust off the playbook a little bit, but we know how to deal with a four-man front. So it'll be a good learning experience for these young guys, and hopefully we'll be successful with them Friday night.
Special teams is very sound. They always are very sound. We're going to average somewhere between 30, 35 yards on a punt. They'll kick off to around the 5-yard line, sometimes in the end zone. So we've got to be very sound in our kicking game. Outside of that, they're going to be a good team.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Taylor Industrial Sales after hours service. This is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work. I'm go. Good hit, Aiden, good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Calhoun Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
My name is Kelsey Harmon, and this is the Chick-fil-A Cow, and Chick-fil-A Dalton is excited to announce that we will be teaming up with the Dalton High Quarterback Club again this season. We will be providing fans with the awesome tailgate experience starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and visit our tent for dinner before the game. As always, Chick-fil-A reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red.
Buy from the pros who know at Performance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Performance Sports Academy. PerformanceSportsAcademy.com.
You know what makes Carpet Express different from other flooring companies? We care about you. So that you can make the right choice for your home, at Carpet Express we offer carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. We don't only sell you a product. At Carpet Express, we offer quality installation backed by a warranty. We don't stock one or two products. At Carpet Express, we stock up to 100 different products in each category at affordable prices. So come to Carpet Express where we care about you.
All right, Coach, let's close up the show, but let's talk about a couple of things. Ridgeland ticket situation?
Yep. Our understanding at this point, it's very fluid, but there'll be at least 300 tickets that'll be sold at Dalton High School, so they can go there as well. My understanding is they'll be able to purchase at the game. They're still going to be selling at the gate. This week we sold through GoFan.com. That is not an option at Ridgeland. They're just going to be either at the gate or buy them at Dalton High School. I would anticipate a very similar situation to what we have at Dalton. They're only going to sell up to about 50% capacity, and you're going to see every other row. My understanding is it's still seat to seat, but not but every other row. So, like I said, at the end of the day, very similar to what we saw this Friday night.
And we have a couple of our road games. Understanding it's either going to have no fans, is that right?
No, the one at Alexander is 30%.
30%.
Our
okay.
region is 50%, but Douglas County, which would be Douglas County and Alexander, is 30%. But we only play at Alexander, but no band. That's most of the situation. But they're actually going as far as saying no cheerleaders as well.
Oh wow!
So basically, you're only going to have sideline personnel and basically wherever fans are able to buy tickets. So those will be, of course, that's a 2-hour drive for us down to South Douglas. But once again, it'll be an interesting game there.
Well, despite the restrictions, had a good turnout. It looked like we had sold both sides had sold all their tickets.
Yeah, we were at maximum. We sold pretty much all the tickets that we were able to sell, and that's going to be an adjustment that we've all kind of got to get used to. You're just not going to see the full game. If you're not able to make the game, I want to encourage you, please go on the web and check out the web stream. We've got LaDarian Edgman and Mark Woon doing a great job calling the game. Brandon Brown Productions doing a great job streaming it. So it's a great opportunity if you're not able, but we really want to encourage you to try to make that trip if you can. These young men, they need to see people in the stands. They need to kind of see that this thing's getting back, I'm going to say getting back to normal. Not normal, but we're getting back to normal, whatever that's going to look like. But it's always a great rivalry, always a great fun time going up and playing Ridgeland. We've got some great history over the last probably 4 or 5 times that we've played them. So it's going to be fun this year.
I think one thing to touch on is the travel.
Yeah.
So, just coming from the high school over here, we had 5 buses.
5 buses. Yeah.
Kind of explain that a little bit where we are. We don't have 5 busfuls.
No, that's right. That's right. I mean, normally we would take 2 busfuls to a varsity game, and we actually only brought 4 this week, but we were right at the number. So in order that we can spread out, we'll go 5 buses this week. You can only carry 24 kids in a bus, and that's coaches, personnel, everybody else, because you can only put 1 in a seat. Have to wear masks. So we're going to do our part to make sure that they're able to travel comfortably. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a bit of a change for us.
Absolutely. All right. Well, saying that, we'll wrap up the show like we always do. Say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.